So November 27th is National Brand Day. If you're looking for a way to improve your business, make your career stand out, make yourself stand out, listen up.
Listen up, honey. Today we're learning all about connection-based branding techniques. And for that, we're joined by Kelsey Kurtis, the author of The Connection Method and Branding Queen. Hi.
Hello, happy National Brand Day. Today's the day.
Okay,
Good.
I'm excited to talk to you about a brand because I feel like a lot of people think it's like what they put on social media or it's their logo, but what is a brand?
Yeah, that's the thing is that whenever I ask anybody, tell me about your brand, they always say, oh, look at my business card, look at the logos and fonts, or yeah, Kels, I gotta post a little bit more on social media, but that's marketing, not branding.
Yeah.
And so a brand is composed of three different things. Yes, your logos and fonts, but also your brand foundation, who you are, what you value, what people can expect from you, something that you can plant your feet in and say, this is me, take it or leave it.
I love that.
Wonderful. Talk to us about what it is that you want your book to say to people, because we do talk a lot about businesses, but this works for the individual as well.
Exactly. That's the thing is that we are a brand, whether we're a stay-at-home mom or we have a career or we own a business. And so the connection method helps you define a connection-based brand, which first helps you connect with you. That way you can connect with others. The truest form of connection comes from when others can see themselves in you. But if you don't know who you are, it's going to be really hard to get a deeper level of connection. So it really helps you define who you are.
For sure.
Yeah.
And what kind of questions do you think we should be asking ourselves to kind of help define who we are?
Yes. So the best part about the connection method is that it is an inspirational book for sure. But there is a method to the madness.
Yeah.
There is activities, including questions. And one of the biggest questions that I can share with you guys is, if you had a magic wand and you could define how anybody talked about you or they felt about you, what would that word be? Because you define the narrative of how people see you and speak about you. And that's what the connection method can help you do. And the second thing I recommend people do is ask their friends and family, their coworkers, how would you describe me? And that actually is a really empowering exercise because you never know how others see you. And most of the time it's really, really positive and empowering and encouraging. So,
I bet sometimes it's really different from how you see yourself.
Yeah,
too.
absolutely, absolutely.
So talk to us a little bit about why it is so difficult. I mean, we just worked on a story not too long ago about people wanting to understand authenticity. Why is it so difficult for us to answer this question for ourselves?
You know, we as humans have fear. Fear is something that is always surrounding us. The biggest fear we have is the fear of the unknown. And so if we don't have something defined of who we are, it's going to be really easy to flip-flop all over all the different options and voices and overwhelm and anxiety coming to you. And so it's really important to define who you are. That's what the connection method can help you do. Define who you are so that you can stand confidently in who you are and how you show up, and then you can maximize connection and impact with others.
And I feel like sometimes even when you have a good idea and you come to this conclusion, it can be really scary putting yourself out there. I know I've thought, like, what are people going to think if I make a video about this or put this on social media? Am I going to seem too into myself or whatever? But like, what would you say are the kind of the biggest fears or like the biggest hurdles that people need to recognize and get over?
Truly one of the biggest fears is, what will people think of me? What will people think of me? But once you define your own connection-based brand, you define the narrative. And the thing that you need to remember is that showing up is not selfish, it's selfless. Because as humans, we want three things. We want to feel seen, we want to feel heard, and we want to feel like we matter. And we do that by connecting with other people. So if you show up, you're just a vessel of connection, a vessel of impact for others. So it's not selfish, it's selfless.
Wonderful. And I have to say, I've watched videos of you in your work as a photographer really hype up the people that you're working with. I think it's one of the ways you get such captivating photos of people that I already know and love and I think are wonderful. You capture this like other side to them. So talk to me about the importance of finding the inner you in me to hype myself up and the message that you want to send with your book.
You know, the biggest message that you can take away from the connection method is that this book is a permission slip to be you. That's what it is. It helps you define who you are so you can fight off the comparison monster. You can stand confidently in who you are, and that you can self-validate and know that you are enough. The imposter syndrome doesn't matter because you are enough. And that's what the connection method is all about. It's a giant permission slip to say, you are enough. Go show up because your community wants to see it.
How did you kind of get to this place where you're inspiring so many other people? You're inspiring me right now. Like, you're inspiring
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. How did you, like, have you always been confident, or like, how did you sort of reach this yourself?
No, you know, the thing is that I actually suffer from the comparison monster big time. And the thing that helps me, I call it my shield against the comparison monster, are my branding words, which is the foundation of your connection-based brand, of just asking yourself the questions of who you are, what you value, what people can expect from you. My branding words are real, education, inspiration, empower, and joy. And because I have those as my my shield against the comparison monster, and just as my reminder to be me. It took me a while to get there, for sure.
It's hard work.
For sure, yes. But the more you can lean into those words and lean into who you are and know that it's enough, the more confident you'll be, and the more confident your community will be because you're showing up consistently. So that's what I say.
Beautiful.
Well, we also have to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
That's amazing.
It's a double celebration, National Brand Day and my birthday.
That's
it's
right.
Perfect.
Yeah, with us. So if people are, wanting to check out your book, where can they get it?
You can head to KelseyKurtis.com, Kurtis with a K, or on Amazon.
I love
Beautiful. Again, happiest of birthdays. It feels very perfect. Branding Day, your birthday,
Right?
Yeah.
an expert on the topic. It
was meant to be.
Things.
Meant to be.
Yes, and we have posted more information on the connection method on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live. Thanks.
Thank you.